Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Mariana Murillo, the host for the Semilla Project podcast. Today we will be talking about the agricultural program, what goes into it, who's behind it, and what goes on year-round. I'm joined by two amazing staff members who run it year-round, who care for it. And would you guys like to please introduce yourselves?
Sure thing. My name is Aaron Lee. I come from Cochiti Pueblo. I'm also the NE. I'm the Land and Food Sovereignty Manager. So here at Semilla, I help to take care of the community farms alongside our incredible team.
Hi, my name is Victoria Martine. I am Navajo Laguna Zia Zuni in Santo Domingo. I was born and raised here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I am also co-managing with Aaron.
So there's this question you guys always ask at your workshops, and I really like it, so I'm going to ask it today. What's your favorite fruit or vegetable? Or I'm going to change it up today. What fruit or vegetable do you feel like today, right now?
I'd say for me, a watermelon. I always feel like a watermelon. It's just my go-to. I don't know why, but it just speaks to me.
It's also your favorite one. I feel like
it's my favorite fruit. So yeah,
I thought you would change it up. So,
for me, I feel like a sunflower, honestly. I feel tall, but then I feel like I can reach the sun, and especially like today's a little windy, and so I feel like I'm just like swaying
blowing
with the
in
wind.
the wind.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I just want to say limes. Like now that you said watermelon, I just want to say limes because that's what I always say is my favorite one. They're so versatile, you know? But okay, so sorry, I forgot already. What would you describe your work in like your own words? Just what you do, but describe it simply, like in your own words.
Sure. So I guess simply put, what we aim to do is provide or increase food access for community members, as well as creating opportunities to share knowledge, stories about growing food and what it takes to grow your own food.
For me, it's more, just that connection to the land and, just like Aaron said, sharing our knowledge as much as possible, because I feel like not a lot of people understand how much work goes into, growing your own food, and just building that understanding, with the connection of the land, but also, your identity of like where you come from, and all of our ancestors used to do this. And so definitely just like having them remember, because we all have that knowledge. It's just deep down in our roots. So bringing out that part of themselves that they have lost for a really long time.
That's beautiful. I thought you guys were going to say like something like really simple, like we just garden or something. I don't know. But so just what's something that people would be surprised, right? Like, I don't know if that's going to make sense, but they would be surprised by that it takes to run a garden. Like something typically that people don't know about that goes into running a garden, or like the agriculture program, for example.
Yeah. I guess the labor that, that goes into like setting up the soil, goes into maintaining your plants throughout the season. It really is like a labor of love. It takes a lot of work, but it's very rewarding in the end, because you get to consume something that you took care of, and the fact that we get to give it out to the community, I think that keeps us here, keeps us going. But yeah, I would say the labor is like something that people usually don't expect. I don't know, Victoria, do you want to add?
I think I'm thinking like my body, like definitely like how tired you'll feel after each day, and just remembering you have to take care of yourself during that time, whether it's hydrating, resting. Like I'm starting to go to bed like sooner.
Dang.
And when I don't, I can definitely feel the difference when I try to get up in the morning.
What time are you going to sleep at?
I'm trying to go to sleep around 9,
Dang.
but I've been staying up till 11 because I'm just so used to like staying up late, and I think
your body's used to it.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to get back into that routine of getting up in the morning. So,
well, kind of talking about the labor that goes into it, I know you guys have been doing the expansion recently. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So last year was our pilot year. So we grew on 3 little plots at Loma Linda Community Center. And the city was really happy with what we were able to accomplish. So they gave us some more land east of where we were already growing. And so now we're kind of breaking ground in some new land, getting it ready to cultivate on. We're doing a hugelculture style bed. So if you're not familiar
like,
with
yeah,
what
is
Hugo
that?
culture is.
I remember when I heard about it, I was like, what are you guys doing?
I mean, if you can think of it like, I guess like a lasagna. Lasagna has a bunch of different layers, like cheese, pasta sauce. And so it's kind of what we're trying to do with the new expansion is we start with a layer of wood, which eventually will help to retain a lot of water and moisture. And then we, do dirt, compost, organic matter, And the point of it is that for the long term, it'll nourish our plants and keep them fed all year long.
Wow. Well, I know you guys have been doing that for how long now?
This will be the second week, so next week will be the third week, and yeah, it's a lot of work. Like we dug a pit about 2.5 feet deep, so it's just a lot of filling, a lot of just moving material. But honestly, when we get the community involved, when people come help us, like many hands make light work. So we've been able to get it done like on schedule.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I remember showing up. Those pits were huge. Like, how big are they by, like, do you guys know?
I actually don't know.
Like,
I don't know the exact square footage, but they're pretty big. It's
Girl, they're yay big.
I don't know.
yeah. But no, it's been really fun. It's been cool just to kind of like, I guess, show people the different things we're doing, and that there are different methods to growing food. And if you really take care of your soil, it'll take care of you.
Yeah. That's beautiful. You guys are just so, like, you just love gardening so much. I feel like I'm the opposite of a green thumb, so I can't relate. But I've been learning. I know you guys did a workshop yesterday. Can we talk a little bit about that and just different events that you guys put on?
Sure, yeah. Yesterday we had our first Adobe brick making workshop. So last year we had a bunch of those workshops, and we made over 400 bricks. With those bricks, we were able to create a outdoor adobe horno, like essentially an outdoor oven to cook bread, cookies, food. And so we want to do that same thing at the Loma Linda Community Center. Since we're growing food there, we want to be able to, maybe even cook the food that we grow. And so, yesterday we were just learning about the process of, what it takes to make an adobe brick. How do you lay them into the form? How long they take to dry. And it was just a day to get our hands dirty. And we had, I think, I can't remember at the top of my head, around 10 people at the workshop. But, energy was high.
Yeah, everyone was really happy to be there. It was like super windy and everything. Everyone was ready to be there.
I know, yeah. The dust was blowing in our face, but
they were still in there.
They were still getting at it. And that's what I love about this work is just, seeing the impact it leaves on people, seeing people connect with each other. I think like that's like part of our purpose is just to I think Victoria said it perfectly, bring back I can't even describe it, but I feel like growing food is in all of our DNA. We've all done it as human beings forever. And it's just something we need to, I guess, reawaken or reignite, and that's kind of the primary purpose. And yesterday I felt that everybody was really into it,
You guys talked really highly about this. Were you guys in this type of work before this? Before you came here, were you guys in this already, or kind of what did you do before?
For me, I used to work at the Native American Community Academy, which ironically we both graduated from. But yeah, I basically I just started as an intern in the land-based learning department, and I started to learn about how to garden, how to take care of the soil, how to manage all the gardens. I helped build up all the gardens, and that was a really good experience for me. And I loved it so much. And eventually I started to try and implement something in their after school program. I called it the Garden Warriors Club.
Aww.
And some of the people heard about it and were like, hey, we're trying to do these amazing things and we want to definitely include you. And so they asked me what my dreams were. And all of my dreams were to grow food, showing the community how to do that, especially taking that knowledge and taking it back into their communities. Also, doing a whole composting school-wide system, and definitely doing a lot of cooking, showing them how to preserve their food, how to use the entire plant, because there's a lot of different plant uses, whether it's basket weaving, making plant dyes, doing herbal medicines, just showing them, all that knowledge. And definitely it started with the students, and then it eventually worked up into the teachers. And eventually they started to see like just how meaningful it was, not just for their academics, but definitely for their identity, for their cultural connection, and just, trying to figure out what they wanted to do. And so pretty much I was there for 5 years. And by the end of it, I would say that a lot of the teachers and students now are very immersed into the land, and they have a better understanding of why those gardens started. And now it's easier for them to kind of make that connection. And so it was just a lot of building and trying to trust us into the process pretty much, because a lot of people don't see why like going outside is connected to the classroom. And so that was the huge like connection that we were trying to do in the land-based learning department there. And then I found out that Semilla was here, and I actually came here for the outdoor educator school with Josue, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that Semilla Project existed. And definitely like I was so excited to hear like what you guys were doing over here. And then I found out Aaron was here, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, I know Aaron.
The world is so small.
I know, like, because my brother went to school with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in the same class.
God.
Since 6th grade, I've known her brother.
So you're like besties.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, dang, I know this guy. And so I found out that I think I went to your guys' big expansion or opening of Loma Linda. Yeah. And I was like, oh, dang, that's so cool. Like, I want to start to work with you a little more. And I think our schedules just never aligned when I was at NACA. And so I'm just happy I got to be on your team.
So beautiful.
No, we're happy to have you. You're an incredible asset. And yeah, Victoria knows a lot. I think everybody on our team like brings valuable experience and knowledge. And it's been really cool like designing this expansion with them. And yeah, I guess for me, I got my start with a different organization before college. I was working with this group called Food Corps. And so I was teaching horticulture or gardening essentially for grades K through 8th grade for the Bernalillo Public School District. So I was at the Bernalillo Middle School, Algodones Elementary School. And that was a really cool experience because it allowed me to apply everything that I had already been learning about gardening and about agriculture, and like get a chance to teach it and share that, this feeling that I had of like, wow, I can grow my own food. I can feed myself, nourish myself. I want other people to feel this way. I want other people to know that they can do this as well. So yeah, I did that for a whole year, went back to school, came back to New Mexico, worked on a few farms, worked at a different nonprofit doing completely different work. But then that's when Ellie had approached me, and she was like, hey, I want to do a community gardening program or project. Would you be interested in helping us accomplish this? And so immediately I said, yeah. And
you're like, that's my shot right
there.
Yeah.
and it was, an opportunity of a lifetime. So yeah, when we joined on, it was a lot of work at the beginning, but it was every day. I don't know, just the fact that, I got to be in this role again where I get to share my knowledge of agriculture, my passion for it. It just kept me going every single day. Last year was our pilot. So this year we've been able to grow the team, grow our cultivation areas as well. We might even expand into hydroponics through a big, it's like growing plants without soil. So just in water, like no soil. So we have our teammate, Manuel, he's the expert on that. So we're trying to get a hydroponics garden going. But yeah, that's kind of like how I ended up working with Semilla.
Wow. You guys were both just saw people you knew, basically. So you guys have both been kind of working with youth for a while too then. Would you say there's a lot of youth coming into the farm and stuff you've worked with?
Yeah, we like in terms of just regular volunteers, we do get families. So parents will bring their kids. We've been intentionally trying to work with more schools. Victoria is bringing NACA out April 10th. We're going to be doing a tree planting at El Camino Royale Academy. And we just hope to, continue to work with more students. Sometimes we're able to get the after school time program kids from Loma Linda Community Center, but it's a little hard because they come at different hours. But we're always trying to get kids especially out into the field.
What's your guys' favorite memories throughout this work? Like one big memory that just kind of really solidified this for you, I guess. I don't know if that helps kind of narrow it down.
Yeah.
For me, I definitely my dad actually started growing in one of our backyards, and it was like the best thing, but not the best thing too, because he grew nothing but squash, and so we had a ton of squash for ever. And
so do you like squash now or no?
I do like it because I took a break, but I definitely at the time I was I just could not eat squash anymore. We would try to do it in different ways, but I was like, Dad, I just can't.
Why squash?
But it was so cool too because my little sister, she was in elementary at the time, and at her school, they were planting, and she was just so excited to get her own little sunflower plant. And we ended up putting that with the squash, and her sunflower grew so tall and so huge that I just saw her face light up. And I feel like seeing how happy she was, I think that was the start of me fully being oh, I want to do this. I just want to put smiles on people's faces, and definitely knowing she felt so accomplished when she saw that, because we were oh, it's probably not going to live, because we were just learning at the time. And she definitely I just felt she was really happy, and that makes me happy because I just feel that's something very empowering that everybody should eventually go through.
Along that, I would say for me, when working at Semilla last year, it was a lot of just prep to get the garden space ready. At times I was wow, this is so much work. Is this really worth it? Am I really gonna make an impact on people? And so I was kind of nervous throughout that whole year, just hoping, praying that, this would pay off, that I would be able to make an impact of some sort. And then I think for me, when we started our distribution, we were able to sign up 60 people. We had 60 people come consistently every week. But the first week we did the distribution, we gave away some squash. A lot of squash. We grew a lot of squash.
All squash.
Peppers, tomatillos, tomatoes, and some herbs. But anyways, one of the families, after they had picked up our food later that night, they had texted me some pictures of the meals that they were preparing. And they were just I just want to say, thank you so much. God bless you. We really needed this. And check out the stew that I'm preparing for my family. If you ever want some food, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be coming back. And to me, that was okay, I guess we're doing something good.
I guess we're doing it. I don't know.
But that was just wow, I really did make an impact on someone's life, even if it was really small. And despite, how hard the work was, it made me come back every single week. And I think that memory, I always think of right away when I think of this program, what is your favorite memory? I think just getting a response back from the community saying thank you, this really did help me. That went miles for me.
Yeah, so. Seeing you made that difference.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. You guys, so basically your stories are kind of seeing other people happy is kind of what brought you really into this work.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And then can you talk a little bit more about the distribution as well? What kind of is that?
Sure. Yeah. So part of our model, I guess, with our agriculture community ag program is that we want to give all the food away for free that we grow on site. We don't want people to have to pay for it. We want to make it easily accessible. So every Thursday at 4 to 7 p.m., we're doing a distribution of all the produce we grow at the Loma Linda Community Center. So we'll canvass around the surrounding neighborhoods. So that way, we're trying to make an impact in that immediate area. We don't have to have people come travel to us. Or if they do, it's walkable distance. We also will deliver if, somebody who signed up is elderly or they're disabled. Or just, maybe don't have the transportation means to get some food. But yeah, that's pretty much how the distribution model runs is every Thursday we're giving away produce we grow on site. Last year, we were able to give over 530 bags of food. Yeah, and we grew about 1.5 tons worth of produce. So this year, we want to try to double that. So hopefully give away at least 1,000 bags of food and maybe grow 3 tons of produce.
During this time, are you guys, what's growing right now during this season?
Yeah, so it's still kind of cold outside. So we planted a lot of our cold hardy crops like lettuce, spinach, other kale, cilantro, carrots, radish, beets. Those all do really well in the cold. But honestly, with like climate change, it's kind of been like hard to grow cold season crops lately because it gets so hot during the day sometimes. Yeah, it actually messes up the biology of some of the plants because they think, oh, wow, it's summer. I need to start producing seed. So they start, instead of growing like the leaves or the fruit that you're trying to harvest, it'll just automatically start to produce seed. They call it bolting. So yeah, we're hoping that, we don't get that. And then there's always like a late frost that happens in May. So sometimes we'll plant some like transplant tomatoes or corn or beans outside in end of April. And because of climate change, like there'll be a late frost and then it'll wipe out like all of our plants. So right now we're just growing the cold hardy crops. And then maybe like around May, we'll start to plant our summer crops, which do better in the summertime.
Yeah, and then once we start doing our hydroponics, that will definitely start producing a lot more food as well because it's going to be grown indoors.
Yeah, is that one year round? Like you can grow anything year round?
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't have to work. Like as soon as you like set it up and you like can control the climate pretty much, then basically you're able to grow as much food as you can.
That's so cool. I remember because you guys have in the office in the basement, you guys have that. That's kind of what that is, right?
Yeah. Because we have our nursery and then, Manuel's putting up our hydroponics and their rafts. So it's kind of like floating on top of water. And then the roots will get the water just from like a little, like being placed into like a tiny hole. And then the roots are touching the water. And so that's how they'll get the nutrients because you have to add your own nutrients to that water.
Is it kind of like, I don't know, I mean, this may be a bad comparison, but like those plants that just float in the water, like, that's it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good concept. Like a lily pad, kind of. Yeah, like in the pond. Yeah.
I got one of my best friend when she left to college. She gave me one of those because she was like, you cannot kill this. Like, it won't die on you. It died. She doesn't know that, and I replaced it already. But it died on me, so I wasn't sure. Like that was it. But
yeah, it just has to be in the right like conditions, especially like for water. Like, I mean, depending where the water comes from, you got to worry about like pH levels and like how much nutrients is in there, which is why you got to add it. But yeah,
like it wasn't me. I didn't kill it.
No, it's not you.
No, yeah. When I tell you guys, I think every plant I've ever gotten has actually died on me. I bought a bunch of succulents once, thinking I was like, oh, well, succulents, They died on me too.
I can't grow succulents. I don't know why. They're always like, you don't have to water as often.
That's what
and then in my mind,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't water it. And then I'm like forgetting it like for like 2 months. And I'm like, oh wait, I was supposed to water it.
Yeah, and then it's dead. But they told me not to water it, so I wasn't watering it. But then I water it and then it's dead again. So it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I got a plant once too and my grandma like had to revive it for me. So
Yeah, my grandma's really good at growing indoor plants.
that's how mine is too.
I cannot grow indoor plants
Really?
for the life of me. Like the house plants, like I just suck at those for some reason. But the outdoor plants,
You got that. You got this garden under.
The indoor plants, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I don't think it's us. I think they just die really easily. And somehow our grandma just have the power to grow them. I don't know because, I don't know. My parents. What? Oh, yes. We have the Fred's Worms workshop up actually. Do you guys want to talk about a little what that was?
Sure. Yeah, so all year long we have different workshops covering various topics surrounding food sovereignty, food access. This was specifically about fertilizing your food. So we had a joint workshop with this man named Fred. He owns a worm farm here in Albuquerque. He's an incredible neighbor. He actually organizes all of his neighbors to drop off their like yard waste, their cardboard, any paper waste that they have. And he's able to reduce that with his worms and create fertilizer for plants. He'll sell fertilizer, like worm castings is what they call them. And then he also sells little kits. So if you wanted to, keep your own worms at home, compost yourself, that's what he does. Is he teaches us. So we had a little workshop about a couple weeks ago, and he was just kind of showing us the basics of like, how do you care for your worms? What are the good things to put into the compost? What are bad things to put into the compost? And kind of the impact that you can make if 1% of the population just starts reducing and recycling, their waste. Like, we can really make a great impact. And it was pretty cool because he was like, I don't expect everyone in New Mexico to get worms and start composting.
It's like unrealistic.
Yeah, it is. But if I'm really into it, I can at least maybe organize my neighborhood, and then they can drop off their waste and I can do it for them.
That's like one neighborhood less.
Yeah. And so I think, that was a really cool like teaching he left with us. And so we definitely want to start a worm farm.
Really?
So we got to hit him back up and buy some worms.
Luckily, those worms kind of scared me a little bit.
I love worms.
Really?
I just saw one like yesterday, and I would like, every time I see a bug or a worm, I get so excited, and I'm just like pulling my phone out, like recording it, because I just love them. Like, they're just amazing.
Oh, I get kind of scared of bugs. So. I don't know. But whatever. Anyway, maybe I'm just not meant for gardening, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know. Everything I'm hearing, I'm like, well. Is there any crops you guys would say? I was going to ask this earlier and I just remembered. But is there any crops you guys would say you haven't been able, like, it just cannot grow, like, in the garden? Or you just couldn't grow, I
would say the hardest crop that I've ever tried to grow, and I still have trouble trying to grow it, is cabbage. I think maybe just the climate that we're in, or maybe where we're at down here in the southwestern desert. I feel like cabbage likes the cold weather, and I've heard that it prefers it because it can create that like kind of dense ball that it forms into. I don't know if you've ever had cabbage. Have you ever had cabbage before?
Okay, I don't want to say cabbage. Is it repollo? Is cabbage repollo?
I think so.
I'm sorry. The one that goes in menudo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have had. Oh, yeah.
So like the actual fruit is like almost looks like a lettuce ball,
Yeah, it's repollo.
Same thing. Yeah. But like same thing for lettuce. Lettuce needs that kind of cold weather to kind of keep that form. Otherwise, it'll rot, or because it gets too hot, it'll bolt. So it'll start producing seed as opposed to the leafy greens that you want to eat. Mm-hmm. So anytime I've grown cabbage, it just doesn't do well here in New Mexico.
Oh, really?
There's some people who can grow it. I know some people who grow amazing cabbage, but
it's just not for you.
It's not for me. Yeah.
It isn't bad. It's what you put in your menudo.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
That's what I was like. I know it's that, but I wasn't sure because I know I've bought it before thinking it was lettuce. Yeah.
I do that sometimes too. Honestly,
it's like when your mom sends you to the store and you get like parsley instead of what's the other cilantro.
Yeah. For me, it's like so ironic because I love potatoes, but I just personally can't like grow them. I don't know what's wrong, but like when we grew them, I would grow them in like with those grow bags. And like, I don't know why, I just could not grow potatoes, but I really love potatoes. Like, that's my favorite vegetable.
How do potatoes grow?
They grow like, you basically like, when I put them in the pot, you have them and you like kind of like put soil and then you like layer them. But you got to make sure the potatoes have like their little eyes like sprouted pretty much. And then you put those in the ground and then you'll put soil on top and you can like layer them. So that way it's like that tall. And pretty much all you do is you'll just like water them. And I don't know, Erin, if you have a method, but I just cannot grow them. I don't know why. Like my plant, like I tried growing them last year on my balcony and the plant popped up, right? And I thought it was ready and it was like getting cold and I dump it out and it's nothing but just the plant. There was no potatoes. And I'm like, I don't know what I did wrong. But yeah, I don't know why I can't grow potatoes. But if you have any tips, Erin.
Maybe we'll just do a workshop of learning to grow cabbage and potatoes. I don't know. Bring other people's expertise. Maybe other people got that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, you guys have heard I just can't grow anything, so I'm not even gonna mention my part. Well, I kind of want to dive into more like what is the mission of this agricultural program? I know you guys have mentioned it here and there, but just like what is the purpose of it?
Yeah, I guess the purpose is to increase food access for Albuquerque residents by, doing our distribution, giving away free food, but also connecting people to each other, to this space. So that's why we kind of host year-long workshops, because, there's a lot to learn when it comes to agriculture, and you can really dive deeply into it. But, we want to make it so that it's not too overwhelming for people. It's, beginner friendly. So it's meant to be for all walks of life, all ages. And yeah, the purpose is really just to, feed the community and share our knowledge and experiences with one another.
And I want to add too that it's always nice because our workshops are hands-on. I know like some people do like webinars or, it's something that's like a lecture style. Whereas our workshops, they're always hands-on. Like you're always going to get dirty. And just how Aaron said the other day with the adobe bricks was like the best way to learn is just to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good style for us to show the community, just do it. And you'll make mistakes, but like at least you're learning through that process and you can figure out what works for you.
Yeah, and I love how beginner friendly they are. Like, even I wasn't participating yesterday, but I participated before, and it's been really like easy to get into it. And you guys explained it very well as well. But yeah,
that could be like a big barrier. Is like you could be really into something, but if you get too complicated trying to explain it, you'll just lose people, and then they will kind of be like, well, I didn't know what you were talking about here, so I'm not really gonna like pay attention, you know. And just like keeping it very simple, and I think that sticks with people, and then they can come back and want to learn more and more.
Yeah, even the Adobe, I feel like you guys got right into it, and it was just easy to understand fully. Like, I don't know, I can make my own at home now. We have some videos up on the screen about just the workshop yesterday. I took these videos, not too much, but that was the intro. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's the sifting. That part is so cool. I think that part is really nice, actually.
Yeah, we have to do that just because the rocks can kind of create cracks in your bricks. So we want a nice like even medium when we're making our mud.
Honestly, when you said sifting, I thought we were going to have to like pick it up and like shake it. And I was like, oh, my arms.
And that's the mixture. I put the Guardians of the Galaxy song because that was playing over and over yesterday. Yeah, everyone, you can see them all just mixing in there.
Also, random fun fact, I didn't know that band, Redbone, was a native band.
Oh, really?
They're all native, yeah. And I didn't find out about them till Guardians of the Galaxy. But
really?
Yeah, they're entirely native.
I didn't even know it was really a band.
And then, that's me and Ashley. We're just kind of pushing all the mud into the frames, getting all the air pockets out. We try to aim for a consistency where if you pick up a mud ball and hold it sideways, it doesn't droop out of your hand. It keeps its shape. So that way when we pour them into the forms, and then when we pull them out, the rectangular shape holds itself. When you add like too much water, you'll kind of see it kind of like, slumps down. It just kind of like flattens out. And so that's how you know, my mixture was a little too wet.
Yeah.
So,
I remember they would like hold it up on the side and like see if it drops. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, that was a really fun workshop. And
how many bricks did you make?
Yesterday we made maybe like 15.
Yeah,
not a lot for 2 hours. But it was like more like an hour.
It was more like an
making
hour.
Them.
Yeah, because we introduced ourselves. We kind of talked a little bit about what Adobe was for, walked them through the steps. But I'm sure, as these workshops go on, they're going to be every other week. As the people come back, we're just going to get right into it and probably make a lot more bricks.
Yeah, and all those bricks are going to be for our Orno, like Aaron said. And we're working with Frank Sosi right now, who's from Jemez, who has done an Orno for Naka. But also, like, it's just amazing, like, to see that process. Because I've never built an Orno before. Yeah. But it was definitely cool that day when we were pouring the foundation. It was just, like, concrete with lava rocks, and like we built the frame, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really easy. Like I didn't realize.
No, after our first workshop, like I just felt so empowered. After our first Orno building workshop last year, what we did with Omri, it was just like, wow, this was like I can build this in my own backyard using materials from like my house. Like I don't need to like buy all this extra stuff. Like I can source it locally. I can now cook my own food from the earth. Like, I think something about it was just so empowering, and I can't wait for this next Orno build because I know a lot of people are going to have that same feeling.
And is this one going to be made all of like stuff that you're getting from the farm, like the bricks and stuff?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the only thing is maybe we've had to outsource is the concrete just to build a foundation on it. So, yeah, it doesn't like wash away or anything.
Is that order going to be for open to anyone? It's going to be in Loma Linda or?
Yeah, it'll be Loma Linda, May 20th through the 30th. So it'll be a 10-day workshop. It is kind of a lengthy, long process, but you know that gives people the time to kind of come and go as they choose. It will happen on the weekend as well because I know a lot of us are working through the week, and so that's what makes it hard to attend the workshop. Sometimes it's just everybody has their own schedule, but yeah, we want to invite everyone and anyone to come. Bring your family, your kids, your grandparents.
Bring everyone. Bring the dog.
Bring the dog. Yeah.
Bring the cat. I don't know. That's nice.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the next workshop coming up that you guys have?
No. So the next workshop we have coming up is a seed exchange and potluck. Yeah. We'll be doing that here at the office on April 15th. So, if you want to come grab a bite to eat, bring something with you. If you can, bring some seeds. Also bring some seeds and we can exchange. We want to give everyone who comes a bag of corn and beans. So that way they can start their own garden at home. And then the workshop after that will be actually our corn planting workshop. So we're going to do another Three Sisters garden at Loma Linda. Essentially, Three Sisters garden is planting corn, bean, and squash. If you didn't know, all of those three different plants grow symbiotically together, or they help one another throughout the season. So you first plant the corn. That's the first sister that once it gets about a foot tall, then you plant the beans. After another 2 weeks, you plant the squash. So essentially, the beans use the corn to vine up and climb. The beans also fixate nitrogen into the ground. So it's one of the essential nutrients that plants need to basically grow all of the leafy greens, all of like its body. And then the squash, since they have such big leaves and they spread out really far, they help to shade the soil from the sun, so it helps to retain moisture. So they all help one another. And so on is it April 21st?
I believe
I'm
so.
pretty sure it's April 21st. It'll be an early morning workshop at 7 a.m. So
I know
that's
it's
just part
better.
of it.
It's just better
So
to plant
early.
in the morning,
I
so that
know.
way, like when you're, especially like if you have starts, like they will kind of go through like a shock phase, especially if you don't kind of acclimate them outdoors. So like if we're growing them indoors and you put them outdoors, like today we just did, and it's very windy and they didn't get no wind yet. So like they're gonna probably like look like they're dying, but then they'll pop back up because they're just acclimating. But definitely like in the morning is best to plant, or even to water, because we don't want to lose the water, especially like during evaporation.
Yeah, in morning time, definitely the best. And as the summer comes along, like it's going to get really hot. It's just not fun working out in the heat, So if you guys can make it, April 21st, we're going to be planting some corn. But yeah, those are our two upcoming workshops this month.
And you mentioned like the starts. Is that the ones again that you're growing down here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the little startups.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Can we get that?
What's up, everybody? My name's Aaron Lee with the Semilla Project, Land and Food Sovereignty Manager. We're actually getting our seed starts ready so we can get a jump start on the spring season coming up. If you got time, come on to the office.
I think a lot of people forget that, potatoes are french fries and they just forget where their food comes from. And getting that connection to your food and knowing where it comes from, I think it's special. So setting that intention out there and then seeing
Looks like the
your
background a
plant
little bit.
succeed and have a harvest, it's just special.
So these are the ones that you brought out to Loma Linda, right?
Yeah, so
I know all of us had good intentions.
this is like
and I'm excited to see
one
how,
technique of how you
flourishing
can
these plants will be.
start
So thank you guys.
plants in your garden. You can either direct sow with the seeds into the land, or you can start them in little trays in a kind of more controlled environment. And that way when you plant them outside, you can kind of get a head start. So you can start your plants a lot earlier in the season indoors, and then when you plant them outside, then they can produce longer for you. So right now we're doing mostly, right at this point, we have only summer crops in the nursery. So like tomatoes, chili peppers, We have a little bit of squash, some okra, some herbs, but like peppers in particular, they take like 30 days to just germinate. So like when you plant the seed, for it to just pop out of the ground, it takes 30 days. Other plants usually take like 7 days. Okay. So like peppers are just, I don't know, they take forever. And so like that's one plant where if you can start it early, that's like the best way to do it, because then you can have peppers all season long, as opposed to waiting for it to get to a specific height and then it starts to produce fruit. It'll produce fruit all year long.
Is it like, oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I guess that's something that we, like, if you are going to start gardening or growing your own food, you have to, like, start planning, like, how much time it takes for the germination, how much time, like, just for maturity in general, because then you could miss your window and you start late and then you just don't have any food at the end of your growing season.
Oh, well, I was just going to ask, it's kind of, like, I guess, off topic a little bit, but I don't know if you remember for the return that when we put the, like, they had the little seedlings and then you planted. I remember they said they're like, it can't, like, no oxygen can get in or they're going to die. Is that true? Because I feel like mine low-key got some oxygen in. I was really scared after that. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm killing their whole garden. Like, it's my fault. I don't know.
No, plants definitely need oxygen. Like plants also can drown in water if they're just too waterlogged. But I know, like, if you're doing a little transplant and you have like a gap of air, that could potentially. I think
that's what they meant.
That's probably what they meant.
Okay, I thought it was like during the transferring process and no air gets adjusted. Like, there's no way I can do this without them. Like, so yeah, basically all I'm learning today is I just don't put me in the garden. So.
No, that was really fun though. Like being able to do that at the hacienda. Yes. And then also at Xochimilco the Chinampas.
Oh, the farm to table.
No. Remember when we went to those floating gardens? We took that little boat and then we saw those axolotls.
Oh, that was Xochimilco, I think.
Yeah, Xochimilco.
I think that was.
And that place was really cool to be able to like do some transplanting there.
Yeah, I have a picture of me and Nati just like getting pissed off that day. It was just a long trip, so I kind of blurred. I kind of did black out a lot of it just because we were climbing a mountain. But like I do remember what you're talking about. Yeah. That food was so good. Too.
So good. When I came back to the United States, actually, usually I hear it's the other way around. Like when you go to Mexico, like sometimes you can get stomach aches.
Oh, I know. When
you're not used to it. But when I came back, I had Wingstop.
I did the same thing.
Oh my God.
The first thing I ate, second I landed was Wingstop. I did the exact same thing you did. And I was dying after.
Me too.
Because we were eating so fresh over there.
It was so fresh. And then just all that processed food, you know?
Yeah, and then Wingstop.
Yeah, I know.
Everything we could have had.
Yeah.
I remember we had a soup over there that literally, like, I told Nadia, I was like, it tastes like I'm literally biting into a carrot right now. That's what it was. It was so good.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's when connecting next gen to this.
Yeah. We had all of the next gen interns out helping
putting them
to work. This is us canvassing. So when our food was ready to give out, we just went around the neighborhoods asking if people were interested in signing up for the distribution. We'll pick up some free food. This is us helping them bag some food at the Indigenous Farm Hub. We were growing some plants there. Yeah. This is us just cooling off. But, there's Manny with his hydroponic garden. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Hopefully we can secure a greenhouse in the South Valley and really like grow a lot of plants.
I've never fully watched these videos, honestly.
And Jesus was actually a graduate of the Next Gen program, and so now he's on our team. He's been helping us with the expansion, growing crops, leading workshops. So it's really cool to just see his growth as from I guess like an intern into, someone who's becoming a leader and able to share knowledge, to connect people together, and just like grow this space together with us. So it's really cool seeing his growth.
Yeah, I remember him always wanting to be on the farm. Like, even like whenever he was inside, he like itched for the farm or something. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. We're all plant nerds, so we're always like talking about plants in some way, and it's really fun that way because for a while I was just by myself last year. And I had no one to talk to.
All in your thoughts.
Just in my thoughts, pulling weeds. It was all right, but now I have you guys, so it's a lot better.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm always learning something from each of you, not just about yourselves, but just about the work.
You guys have so much knowledge.
Yeah, I feel like that's the part I really love is that we're able to share all the knowledge that we like gained over the years. And it's like, no, we say no one's an expert because we're always learning. And it's definitely like, it's just amazing to see where everybody's knowledge comes from and how much they love to share it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What's one fun fact that you have? One, like your favorite one to say?
One fun fact that I actually learned about okra is that it's like kind of slimy, but that's actually really good for your gut. It like lines your gut, and it kind of helps with like blood sugar levels. And so, you'll basically not have that like tired feeling like later on in your day because it'll keep your sugar from spiking because you'll like line your stomach. And usually if you don't, you'll have a sugar spike and then you just feel tired like by like 11. So like basically if you just have foods that are like slimy, like aloe vera is another one, it'll definitely like give you more energy.
That's interesting. Wait, you said okra?
Yeah, like okra, like basically any food that has like slime. So like there's okra, there's aloe vera, trying to think of other ones. Like flaxseed, chia seeds.
Chia seed, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
chia seeds. Like, okay.
I'm trying to think of a fun fact. I can only think of a sad fact right now.
We don't want no sad.
Mine is kind of sad.
But basically, I heard recently that carrots actually don't help your eyesight. So it's been that myth has been busted. So
Dang.
yeah, they're good for you though. Like they
They're
help
so
with your
good,
skin
yeah.
and stuff. But they
I
don't
guess
help
I'll
with your
stop
eyes.
eating them then. Just
Hey,
kidding.
I don't think it's been working.
I know my glasses.
Oh yeah, they do not improve vision or fix issues like nearsightedness.
Oh wow.
I thought they did. I remember hearing about that. I feel like I have pretty good. I used to love carrots, and I feel like they have really good. I don't know.
I guess the origin came from World War II.
British Royal Air Force spread a rumor that eating. Oh, they spread a rumor.
Ah.
Oh, and they gave. Because they would give pilots sharp vision, covering up the secret invention of new radar. They were smart about it, I guess. Jeez, dude. The cheesemans were starting early on. Gosh. That's really interesting. I thought they did. I feel like
thought so
I had
too
heard that it
forever.
was busted recently, but I kind of forgot about it. I don't know. I'm unbusting that myth. I have pretty good eyesight and I love carrots. So. I'm going to give you guys my fun fact. It's not about gardening because obviously, like, I wouldn't really know. But did you guys know that pigeons, like, you know how they were like domesticated so much? Like, because before it was like they would take the notes to people because we didn't have phones, obviously. So they would take notes to people. So they are just so bad now. Like, have you seen a pigeon's nest? Can we bring up a pigeon's nest? Basically, like a pigeon's nest is they're so sad and stuff because they don't know how to kind of just survive on their own because they've been so domesticated. And I learned that recently. And like now pigeons are just so like, they just want love. Like they literally just want love.
They were like bred to rely on us. So
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
makes
saying. Their nests are just so sad. It makes me so
things.
sad.
And they're everywhere too.
Yeah, and they just want love. We just kind of threw them away. So
And it kind
adopt
of
a pigeon
sucks too
today.
because like they just eat anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're just like they were so loved before, and we're just evil. I guess.
You gotta start retraining them.
Yeah, get some pigeons for the farm.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. So
Insect pest management or something.
We actually will be doing a bird house
Oh,
workshop.
really?
but I don't remember the date, but
I think it's May 8th. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll be learning how to build bird houses, and so maybe
Oh.
the pigeons will go
I
there.
can get my own pigeon.
Yes, we'll start naming
You
pigeons.
can send each other messages.
We'll send messages. I think that's so cool that they know how to do that. Like, well, obviously maybe they don't know, but like that's so cool that they were able to do that. That was really cool. Sorry, that was just my. That's like
That's a
my
cool
fun
fun
fact.
fact.
I know.
Yeah.
I love asking people fun facts because then I get to say my fun fact, and I'm like so excited to say. That's like the only fun fact I know. Like everyone in my life has heard it, or like that. Huh? Pigeons are always invited to our workshops. Always, always. I don't know. My other one, this one's really short. It's just that raccoons think Cybertrucks are trash cans.
Oh,
Yeah?
I can see that.
Oh.
Yeah. They look like big
They
trash
do look
cans.
like they
Fridges
do.
also,
I mean, they're
so.
like a big. But yeah, that's our fun facts for the day. But I already asked you guys what workshops you guys have coming up. But How are you feeling about the work you're doing right now?
Pretty good. Yeah, I think just seeing the impact we make on people's lives, seeing people connect with one another keeps me going every single day. Learning from our team keeps me going every single day. It can be a lot of work. It can be, very labor intensive, but, that's just the nature of the job. And ultimately seeing, that we're able to, I guess, leave an imprint on some people. Like this is actually something you can do. I don't know. It keeps me going forward. So.
Yeah, and we recently just did a tincture workshop, and I'm so happy to always share my knowledge, and I just feel like when people are also really happy to learn and share the knowledge that they just gained. For me, it's very fulfilling. Just seeing it spark in them and be interested and wanting to do more, whether it's through us or on their own with their community members or researching on their own. It's definitely, I would say, eye-opening, I guess, because that just means everybody's wanting the same things, and for us to offer those opportunities, then it's really just amazing to just see how much community, how many people are actually interested, because I feel like in this work, a lot of people want to work alone or don't know where to go because they're afraid that it's going to be wrong and they're afraid to make the mistakes. And like I said before, we need to make those mistakes in order to learn from them and move on. And it's just a really great experience that I feel everybody should at least experience once.
Yeah.
And decide whether you decided gardening's not for you.
Hey, I still try, I still show up.
But definitely I just love how many people I'm actually getting to meet in this kind of work and being able to nerd out on the little things.
Sorry, I just get every time you guys, I'm yeah. Wow, I'm transformed.
If you could garden, what do you think you would want to grow?
I really wish I could garden. This is my Roman Empire. I really wish I knew how to take care of plants. I really wish I could garden because me and my friend said we're going to start a garden, and she was like, but you can't come near it. And I was like, okay.
Oh no.
You're not though. I look at a plant, it's gone. But I would love to be able to grow produce, but I don't know. I just want to really grow flowers. I love growing how people can grow I don't know if you've seen people grow their wedding flowers, and I would love to be able to do something like that, or just taking care of plants because I love how greenery looks. I have a fake it's a beaded succulent. I don't know what it's it's a certain plant that just has little beads. They're dripping down. It's a succulent.
Okay, I think.
Oh, the string of pearls.
String of pearls.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one. So I have a fake one of that, and I have a bunch of fake ones, and I get flowers. I'll have them, but I don't know. I would just love to be able to grow anything just green, that one. I don't know if it's in every Mexican home. It's that one plant that just goes around all the walls. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I'm
It's a Mexican home plant.
Just kidding.
if you've ever gone to a Mexican home, the first thing you go see, it's gonna be that plant. We'll find it here in a second, okay. But it just goes around everywhere. It's all around the house most of the time, and it's really funny.
Is it a pathos?
Yeah,
maybe. It I don't know. They'll hang it on the walls too sometimes. My mom has one. I think it might be that one.
I have that in my house.
But it's it'll go. It's a viney kind of plant.
I think it might be a pathos.
It kind of looks like that, I think. I don't know. I just know my mom has one. But I would love to. It just looks so pretty everywhere.
Would you grow?
Yeah, I think it is like that. I'm pretty sure that's the one. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Just next time you go, look out for that plant. I'm telling you, it's every home I've seen. But yeah, I would love to.
Would you grow any fruit trees?
So my brother did take some fruit trees.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He took
right.
4, and he planted one right next to my RV. That's the one that's doing bad. I'm just kidding. No, they're doing. I don't know. Well, you said that they should. They looked a little dead at first, right? When you first started.
Yeah, they were going into hibernation when we were giving them out, so they were losing their leaves. A lot of people thought they were dead.
Yeah, I thought they were. He planted them. I was like, "You're not. I think you killed the tree." It's I didn't get you a fruit tree for nothing. I don't know.
But. Yeah, I thought my plants were dead, but I just kept watering them, and then now they're starting to get their first leaves.
Maybe
so.
that's what happened to me, and I just
Maybe you
I
just
give up on
have to
them.
hug your tree.
I know.
Just give it some love.
I just give up on them too soon. I need to keep, next time I'll do that. Yeah, no, my plant that my friend gave me, my mom threw it away because she was like, it's not gonna survive. I was like, okay. So it's
Did
not
your
always me.
brother take a persimmon?
He
tree?
took persimmon. Oh gosh, he took like 4.
Okay.
Which
Like
ones
a
did he
couple shade
have?
trees too? Or
I think he took 1 shade tree.
one shade tree. We had the persimmon, fig.
I think we took
cherry.
a fig one. We didn't take a cherry. I don't
Okay.
think.
Might have been fig then.
I think we took a fig one too.
Dang, I love figs.
They're
They're so good.
I don't really know what that is. I just
Oh, really? Have you ever had the fig Newtons? Like the cookie? It's like in the store. I don't know. Can we
Could
pull
we
up a
look up
photo?
I don't
The
know.
fig fruit is interesting.
I didn't know what it was. I remember seeing that one, but never. I didn't know what it really would turn into. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel like I've never tried it though.
Yeah, and there's like a cookie.
really?
They're called fig Newtons,
Mhm.
and they're
I've never
so
heard of
delicious.
those.
I would always eat those as a kid.
I've never heard of that cookie. Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh, I
those.
have heard of those.
Have you ever had those?
I think I maybe have. They're all but different flavors. No, I've had the strawberry ones. I think, but I don't think I've probably tried those honestly.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
Wait, what? But there's like different flavors to that bar. The bar itself has different
Or maybe
flavors
you're
though.
thinking
It's
of
like a-
Nutri-Grain.
It might. Oh, I'm thinking of Nutri-Grain.
I see those too, and those have blueberry, strawberry, apple.
I'm thinking of the complete. I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm not here clearly. Gosh. So I'll make sure to try those.
Dang, I gotta get you some now.
Yes, please.
I will get you some.
And I'll bring you the Mexican platters.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I just didn't know what it was before. I just know my brother did get that one, and I was like, I don't know where you're going out of it. But he's moving out soon, so those trees are gonna stay with my parents. Hopefully, though. Praying right now. Maybe we'll take them or something. Can you transfer a tree like that after it's been planted?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, that's how like nurseries do it. They'll grow their tree in the ground, and then they'll just like with a big scoop or excavator, they'll just kind of take a
Yeah.
big chunk out and then put it into a pot. I'm not an expert at like growing trees like
So
that.
I was about to be like, can I call you up for that?
No, maybe call like an arborist or like someone from a plant nursery. or
Yeah,
something.
like you
Yeah.
just planted them, dude. And he's
Yeah.
already leaving. So. Well, I have another question for you guys. Just what's coming up? Well, you already talked about what's coming up, but what's coming up in the garden for your guys? What do you see coming in the garden soon?
Yeah. I guess for the garden or land needs, we're going to start planting our summer crops soon. It is April now. So at the end of April, we'll be planting our corn, maybe some tomato transplants, tomatillos. But we'll see. Honestly, kind of want to wait till like mid-May to plant in like our transplants, just because there's always that like late frost in May. And last year, I got really excited and I started planting everything around like April 15th. And
gosh.
I think April 30th came around. I was looking at pictures on my phone. And, yeah, this late frost came right at the end or at the beginning of May and wiped out half of everything that I had planted. And we had a ton of plants in Corrales. And
Oh wow.
it was just devastating to kind of like walk up to the field. And Alan was telling me like, yeah, we had a frost last night. It killed a lot of our plants. You should go check out your field. And yeah, when I walked up, like half of it was just dead. And I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
that's like the hard, like the one of the biggest
Yeah.
challenges I guess farmers deal with is just the elements and the change in climate has just been really making it harder to grow food.
The other thing is we're actually going to start growing more herbs, so that way we can start informing how to make medicine from those herbs. And so we'll probably be doing like some yarrow, maybe some lemon balm, some globe mallow grows over there like crazy. Like we were just pulling them out because it's overgrown. But there's definitely like a bunch of different herbs that will be growing, and hopefully showing the community how to make medicines from the herbs. Yeah.
That's so cool. Like, did I know half of what you said? Maybe not, but I will find out. I don't know what happened. What is the one that stood out? The lemon
Lemon balm?
balm?
Yeah, it's kind of like it tastes like lemon.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
honestly.
figured. I was like, does it taste like lemon or not?
Yeah, no, it tastes like lemon a little bit. It's really interesting, but if you actually put it in salads, it's really good.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I pulled it up. Fragrant mint family herbs used in teas. Teas, foods, and traditional medicine.
Oh, fun fact, actually. In the mint families, the stems are actually square instead of cylinder.
Oh.
So if you ever see mints, like feel like the stem and you'll feel ridges. And so it'll be like square instead of like the cylinder stems I usually see.
Wow.
So
I
like,
had no
is
idea.
it? Can you see it, or is just like when you feel it, you?
You can see it if you like take the leaves off and you just look at it like a telescope. You'll see it, but definitely like when you touch it, you can feel the ridges.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
You guys are just full of fun facts. Like next time I'm just gonna ask you all fun. Like, what do you know? What else do you know? It's really interesting. Well, what do you guys have? Oh gosh, I just messed up my words completely. How would the community get involved into these?
Yeah. I mean, they could come to our workshops. I guess first step would be following us on our social media page. That's where
Free
we
promo.
that's where we make a lot of our announcements. If you want, you can also sign up for our newsletter if you prefer to get emails. But yeah, we're having generally 3 workshops a month, all the way till December. So, and I would just say, just come out. You know, if you're feeling a little nervous, or if you're feeling like, oh, I'm too much of a beginner, like I'm going to be out of my element, like. No, like we have a lot of beginners come. Like, I mean, some of us are beginners and we're teaching each other. And it's, we try to create an environment where, you know, we're not like, I don't know, like challenging anyone or making it like outing anyone or making people feel like, oh, you don't belong because you don't know, like that type of stuff. It's like, we're always like willing to share and to connect. And so, yeah, I would just say first step is follow us on social media and just come out to one of our workshops. And if those workshop times don't work for you, like we always have someone out at the field. So you can either text me, Victoria, Jesus, Manuel. We can coordinate a time for you to, you know, come out at the farm and we'll at a time that's most convenient for you. So
Yeah, like there's always work. Don't worry.
There's always
You can
work.
always show up. But yeah, currently you guys are doing the expansion, right? You said still.
Yeah.
That's still
So
happening.
yeah, we're finishing the last pit. And that might take us, we did lose some people. I don't want to say lost people. They just transferred over to a different department, but we'll probably be working on that for another 2 weeks. And then once we finish setting up the soil, we'll have to install the irrigation. So there's always opportunities to come and learn about, you know, different types of things on the farm.
And is there anything you guys want to leave everyone off with?
Just come join us anytime. Like any questions, like we'll be there to answer. And if we don't know, then we'll figure it out together.
Cool.
Yeah, same thing. Just come out, get your hands dirty. You know, we do a lot of our learning comes from just trial and error, and like, you know, in a way we're our own like knowledge keepers, because, you know, you can do something one way and then you learn, oh, I can also do it this way, or I can grow my food this way, or maybe it didn't work, so I'm going to try it a different way. So yeah, just come out, get your hands dirty, just see what it's like and see if it's for you. But you know, you're always welcome. This space is always a resource for the community, and we'd love to have you.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Aaron and Victoria. You guys are both very wise, and I love all your fun facts. Thank you all for joining us today and learning about our agriculture department here at the Semilla Project, what goes into it, and everything that happens behind the scenes, and getting to know them a little bit better. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.